Good morning and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD. It is Saturday. It is approximately noon and it's kind of a slow Saturday. It's that Saturday between Christmas and New Year's, and wife took extra days off and all the shopping's done. So yeah, anyways, it's one of those days. So we'll see who shows up. We'll see what happens, because this is kind of spur at the moment. Probably should have been doing it, a couple hours ago, but I decided that I was going to play some Diablo 4. So it's a day. We're going to see where this goes, but otherwise it should be good. I am happy to be here with you all, and so yeah, I'm just gonna flip the camera over and we will see who shows up. So, crazy thing is I have almost 20 miniatures lined up that, oh no, what is that one? Oh, there we go. Okay. I have about almost 20 different miniatures lined up, already pre-planned what paint schemes I'm going to use. And pretty much I just have to do them. So, kind of excited. I'm currently working on this one. This is a Devastator. Character is going to be Dana Wolf from the Dioscuri Mercenary Command. I picked this one because I liked the paint scheme. Basically, it's this blue with all these lightning bolts kind of going across it. So just kind of show what I've done so far. Fix our focus a little bit. So I went with basically a pants blue first layer. And then that's really all I've done so far outside of the lightning bolts. Now, the way that the design is described is that they all have... Alright, so the lights are kind of overpowering here. Let me see if I can just get a little closer. Alright, so it says a Hand of Zeus, but I am really not that good at freehand painting. So I opted just for a lightning bolt. I went with kind of a lighter... Well, I did the lightning bolt first. And then I did kind of a light blue... What is that color? Turquoise? So I did a turquoise kind of blob. Oh, that just doesn't look good. Around it. And then I did turquoise for the first layer on all the lightning bolts. And then I went through with... actually, no, I did do white this time. And I actually used the Pro Acryl Bold Titanium White that everybody kind of goes all nuts for. Anyway, so then I did the lightning bolt, or did white with the lightning bolts going down. Put in a little white around the lightning bolt itself. So honestly, I don't think it's great. But it works. And I think once I hit it with the wash, that'll kind of fix everything. I didn't want to go too crazy with lightning bolts. The hard part was so they're supposed to all spread out from the icon. So you'll notice it comes down around over here, some just down around the arm. Then we have another one that kind of loops around the back and down the back of both legs. one runs across the torso and down the arms. So I think it could be better, but I'm not entirely sure how either. So I'm just going to kind of be happy with where it's at, you know. But that's where we're at. So basically my goal while Peanut Gallery is out doing her marathon training, I think she's doing 16 miles today. We're gonna try and, well, should be able to at least finish this guy up. Probably start on another one. I need to get back to the Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy project that I've got, because that was supposed to be done by the end of the year. Right now, I'm not so sure it's going to happen, but I have a little bit of an excuse. So the paint that I've been using for that since I started it originally is a color from Vallejo, and I'm basically out. So I reached out to a local hobby shop. Asked them to order some, well, asked if they had it. They didn't. They said they'd order it. Gave them my number, and they never called. So, you know, this one I'm going to straight up blame on the ADHD. I gave him my phone number. I expected him to call, and I have not received a call. So, you know, with everything that was going on for Christmas, I just kind of forgot about it. So that's on my project list for today. Is we're gonna, I've been cleared out. I'm gonna have to get some blue and fill that in. I've been trying to clean out some gaming stuff that I don't need. There's more I could get rid of, but I'm not quite ready. It's like stuff that I bought and I've never played yet, but I've done unboxing videos, so I should at least get a play or two in, get a review done, and then I can get rid of it. But there's also stuff that just needs to be gotten rid of, so I've been working on that. You know, got decent amount of stuff for Christmas. Didn't get a ton of games. Actually, outside of a role-playing book, I didn't get any games for Christmas. Which I just realized. That's actually kind of funny. I'm okay with that, though. Like I said, I've got a backlog. I've been struggling to make myself play stuff. So I think it's a good thing that I didn't get a whole bunch for Christmas. But I did. I picked up a couple of new things. Barnes & Noble was doing a 30% off sale day after Christmas. So I got the Battletech dice game. I forget the name of it, and it's in the other room, so I'm sorry I can't answer that one for you. It's the one that everybody got all mad about because Barnes & Noble got it and put it on the shelf, and the Kickstarter backers hadn't gotten theirs, and how dare they... Blah, 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 whatever. Anyhow, I'm a bit looser with my expectations for companies as far as like if they have a chance to get something into retail, especially on the scale of Barnes & Noble, like I don't want to say Kickstarter be damned, but like if this side project is ready, but the rest of the Kickstarter isn't, you know, and the big box retailer is expecting it, I don't know. I think it's one of the dumbest things for people to get all upset about. Like it's a Battletech side project. It's not Alpha Strike. It's not Classic. It's a push your luck dice game. So it's Battletech Yahtzee. So you're gonna throw your fit over? I don't know. There's plenty of other things to throw a fit over, in my opinion. But whatever. I'm probably just a corporate stooge or something. Anyways, short answer, I picked that up. That's really all I was trying to say. Anyways, picked that up. Found a good deal on the Call of Cthulhu core rulebook. So I grabbed that. I got... What else did I get? Anyways, hi to everyone in chat, by the way. I see you there. Even if you're not saying anything. You're probably just all, you know. Probably all rewound the video to start at the beginning because you don't want to miss anything that I say. Anyways, but overall, I mean, it was good. It was a good weekend. Peanut Gallery's brother and his family came and stayed with us, and we liked them, so got to hang out a little bit. It's actually kind of funny. Like, they always end up hanging out at my sister-in-law's sister's house. But I think her sister also has kids that are closer to her kids in age. Like, my youngest is 19, and her oldest, or their oldest, is like 13. And a bit on the spectrum. Like, he's not a bad kid, but he also, like, does not give a crap about anyone else. Sister's feelings, brother's opinion. And it's just like, you know what? Gives his mom plenty of lip, and I'm just like, oh, speaking of. Anyways. And yes, I expressed all of my frustrations while they were here. So I am not just blindly insulting people on a live stream. What's up, Curtis? But we do still like when they come. And, they stay with us because they're more comfortable here, and we have room for them. So we do not mind. Uncle Brian was just a bit more strict this time around. Meow. And then my weird kid shows up. Anyhow, speaking of my weird kid, hold on a second, folks. Anyhow, hold on a second. Anyhow, kids, am I right? And yes, you'll hear some pots and pans banging in the background. And apparently he will go overboard because why not?
Hey, you wanted this.
I just wanted you to put him away. I didn't want you to, like, emphasize the fact.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Morning, Steve. Yes. Children. Like, I kind of want to paint those the dark silver, but I also don't. I think I'm going to leave those alone. Anyways, So yeah, overall, it was yes, Steven. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Dogs and cats living together. So yeah, overall, I mean, it's been some good times. Still working my overtime. I do not see that ending anytime soon.
You didn't work last night.
Because I didn't need to work last night. I actually think that's kind of funny. With all the overtime that I've been working, people are more surprised when I'm not working versus when I am working. But basically, like Friday, there's no excuse for me to go in and do overtime. Thinking strong tone with its more brown look might not have been the best choice. Especially since I forgot to go and do blue touch-ups that I needed to do. Oh well. We're committed now. Just have to, because I just needed to, I just wanted to extend that blue on that little ridge line right there. Anyways, that'll be easy and just a little bit of wash after it's done. So cool. All right. So outside of like coloring in the lasers, effectively he's going to be done, but we're going to set him off to the side and let the wash dry. All right. You know what? All right. I don't know why I really want to do a flea. It's new. I haven't done one of these yet. Thank you, Steven. That is I already sent you the list. You can look that up. Yeah. Actually, RPG Dad, that's my son clanking around in the background. Okay. So got our flea. This is going to be Ulzana Whitehead. A sergeant in Wolf's Dragoons. Let me share this real quick. Because remember, well, for those of you who haven't been here before, the rule is we start with legends if there's if there's a pilot listed. So we start with legends, then I look up a pilot, and then and try to figure, or yeah, maybe I'll default to like one of the pilot cards, but I always forget about the pilot cards. So in this case, we're just gonna go with this guy. I actually like this because there's a lot more red than you typically see. Like a lot of Wolf's Dragoons is like mostly black and like maybe a spot or two, but I think there's a nice use of red all over here. So we're gonna do that one. Anyways, Now, because it's essentially a black mech, don't forget, I never use black. I'm always going to use something dark. Like I like the black gray. I really prefer dark gray, but I haven't been able to find another bottle of it. Getting Vallejo paints lately is like near impossible. It's super frustrating. Like, they're good paints, and I probably waste way more of it than I should. But here we are. Anyways, but my point is, whenever something calls for black, I've actually gotten away from painting black. Mostly because like it's really hard to shade, it's hard to wash. Yeah, see, I used way too much on that. Do I have another Wolf's Dragoons? Yeah, with Hellhounds, but that's not the same. So I put out way too much of that paint. Now we got to let this sucker dry. All right, let's see here real quick. So, all right, let's pull up camo specs. I know this is super riveting, folks. Nope. There we go. Okay. So, let's see here. Comstar, Second Army. Nope, that's going to be white. Hellhounds. I could do a black layer on Hellhounds, so I need a Firefly. There we go. Yeah, I know. Basically, I'm going to try and not waste paint here. Well, I suppose I should switch back to... I am bad at this. Sorry, folks. Like black, the black gray I actually can usually find, but that dark gray, oh my gosh! I need to remember to take that with me today. Because, yeah, basically the Hellhounds, you're going to have some black and red. Just slightly different black and red. Let's see. House Liao. Nope. Nope. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this one's fun. Harlock's Warriors, and this is going to be a Caesar. But this black with some blue and yellow trim. I know. Super exciting. But I am actually trying to quote-unquote... I don't want to say speed run. But I am trying to get at least a few new figures done, because like I've sort of run out of painted miniatures to post for the miniature showcase. Because believe it or not, the shorts actually help a lot. And I've gone back to redoing some of the figures that I've already posted. Mostly because I'd originally done them just kind of with my work table as a backdrop. So there was a lot of noise in the video. And so I'm redoing them all in the light box. So the mech doesn't get, or the figure, I should say, because I do other stuff that way now. But so the figure doesn't get washed out by all that noise in the background. Let's see here. First Tamar Jaegers. Yeah, here's another one, black and red. Quick draw. But yeah, I just want to get. I want to get these projects finished. I mean, my biggest issue is there's always another project. You know, so it's not like I've ever run out of stuff to do. I just want to feel like some progress on them has been made. Like eventually I need to do Need to do more Halo, but I've been needing to do an unboxing of the Spartan edition. Anyways. All right. I need to let stuff dry. So we're going to do that. And I actually realized how I can do the why'd my brain just turn off? Let's see here. How I can work on the Beta Galaxy stuff. This is more or less going to be the paint scheme for the Caesar, Stephen. That is Harlock's Warriors. And so since it basically had a black base, essentially that's what I was doing. I put too much black paint on the tray. And so I was just spamming it out, use up all the black paint that I can. And now, I need to use up the dark silver that I put on the tray. So we're going to go back over to Beta Galaxy, which I have not worked on this in a couple of weeks. So my plan of having it done by the end of the year might not work, but we're going to see. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be fine. Oh, he's already got some black and silver, so we're gonna put, because basically right now I need to get more of this because I don't have any. So actually, let me take both of those, set those to the side. Hopefully we can get that. Yeah, it does look good. Actually, what I'm really excited for is the chameleon. Which it's kind of similar from what I recall. Oh, this one, Crescent Hawks. I totally forgot about them as a mercenary command. And I actually really like that scheme. I think the gray and blue looks really, really good together. So it's going to be one of the chameleons that gets this paint job. There's some great stuff out there. So, but in the meantime, because this is what we're all here for. Is more Clan Wolf Beta Galaxy. Why? Because why not? As apparently I've let that dry quite a bit, so mix it up. Should be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, so I hope everybody out there, now that we have a small bit of an audience, I hope everyone did have a good Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, even in a secular fashion, I totally get it. I hope you enjoyed whatever holiday you chose to participate in. Or maybe you just did it for the kids, which I totally get that too. Hope you are all excited for New Year's. I am working that evening. That is one of the nicest things about working from home the way that I do. Like, for those of you that don't know, I do essentially inbound customer support. It's advanced level, so it's, you know. So I at least feel a little special. But for all intents and purposes, like, unless somebody calls, I don't have anything to do. And on New Year's, most people aren't calling. So, you know, working from home, I can just relax with the family and hang out. It's on a Tuesday this week, so and that's another thing, because I work the night shift. Like normally they're like, okay, we need volunteers for who wants to work on the holiday. But then for us night shift people, they're like, just work like you normally do. Which is both good and bad, because number one, you don't have to wonder, because like if they don't get enough people to volunteer, then as a quote-unquote punishment, the entire team on that shift gets voluntold. Shag, that's funny. Actually, no, they did do an in-person party this year again. And I didn't RSVP, so I didn't get to go. Mostly because I forgot. I think I was out of town, like, while they were taking RSVPs. So that was but then like it was kind of funny because I work for a large faceless corporation, they've also been doing tons of layoffs this year, like everybody else in tech. And it always made me laugh just because, or well, not always, but like, so this time it made me laugh because like they asked for feedback after the party, and one of the guys that I work with, he's like, yeah, I told him that it was kind of lame to have this party because all of the people that I wanted to see, because we all work remote, so you're only going to see people when you actually show up to something like, you know, the holiday party. He's like, you fired everyone that I wanted to see, so I didn't care. So it was, yeah. That was, I actually was fully in favor. I was fully in favor of that. That That was a fantastic layup. It really was. So, needless to say, yeah, I didn't go. I didn't care. Yeah, it was better than the previous year. It's like they had the previous year they've got this. They did this virtual hangout thing that you can participate in while you're working. Okay. And again, large faceless corporation. They've got offices worldwide. And so what they did is they started, they started at like, I think it was like 6 p.m. or something. My time. And then all of these offices around the world, like the first year that they did it, like essentially they did like the employee talent show. And anybody could sign up and they would show off whatever talent they wanted to do. Let's just say some of them were not talents. Just going to throw that out there. I'm just going to say the number of lip sync performers was very high. Anyways, but at least in that case, I mean, it was like any level employee could participate. You know, whether you liked it or not, it didn't matter. It was all it was all yeah, it was all just like, but it was employee level. And Shag, who used to work with me, he got laid off. He is not wrong. The online environment they used for the parties was so horrible, it was like watching a slideshow. Yeah, like, it was laggy. It was, like, for a company of, like, a couple hundred, it would be fine. For a company of a couple thousand, it was trash. Anyways, but so that was 2 years ago. So now 3 Christmases ago. But then last year, so 2023, they essentially did the same thing, but instead of having, you know, like the employee talent show, it was the executive level for wherever the office was. So Australia, Singapore, you know, India, London, etc. But the management level went to like some off-site activity and recorded the whole thing, which they then played for all of the low-level employees who, remember, don't get to go anywhere. They get to watch all of this while they're working. And you know, like the C-suite executives, um, you know, did their little activity complete with like professional camera crew, you know, probably spent a week, you know, doing said activity, and you know, then providing a wonderful video for us low-level employees to watch. No, that wasn't to welcome the CEO Shag, because remember, his first year was, I think 2019. So we still did the in-person party that year. Anyways, so let's just say the last couple of years have been a bit of a disaster. This year they did something in person. I was trying to be non-specific, Shag, but yes. But yeah, so I mean, was it, you know, nice that they actually did an in-person get-together this year? Yes. But like I have to agree with the coworker, you know, coming on a year of, you know, layoffs left, right, and center, you know, just kind of stung. So anyhow, but I still have my job. I still have my family. We've got Maverick on the way. Oh yeah, that's the grandson's name. I don't think I've said that before. Oh, and I figure. Oh no, I think I have said it before. But apparently there isn't a middle name because they haven't decided on one yet. I'm not entirely in favor of Maverick. To me, that sounds like more of a nickname. But apparently that's just kind of becoming a trend lately. Like my Kim actually has either a friend or a coworker or something with a kid on the way, and they're also naming their kid Maverick. So it feels like a regular name, but that is always an option, but I don't think they're going to go with that. Actually, what I thought, what was most interesting to me is apparently my son is completely opposed to reusing family names. which I don't necessarily understand why, but you know, that's his decision. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna call him Mav or something. You know, what was funny is my daughter-in-law is like, "No, you're not gonna do that." I'm like, "Try and stop us." Thomas is a very solid name, Shag. I'm definitely gonna agree with you there. Nothing wrong with the name Thomas. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's not so much about like, is it a good nickname or not? Let's be honest, Maverick. Nobody who has 3 syllables in their name ever gets called their full name, ever. You know, they always get some sort of a nickname. Even most of us with 2 syllables. Brian. You know, Bry is used a lot. Not a ton, but a lot. But yeah. Any 3-syllable name is going to get shortened. Guaranteed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice try, Shag. No one splits the name Brian into but Ryan. Unless they're being a turd. Like Shag. So yeah, Maverick will be used for official documentation pretty much exclusively. Ugh, I wish I had my stone gray so I could do some... Well, let me rephrase that. I'm absolutely going to need some stone gray to do some cleanup on this. Also, because I find spots that I missed. But for right now, I'm just in the mode of not wasting paint. That's because I put too much on the tray anyways. But I am pretty excited. I now have the DVD collections for G.I. Joe, G1 Transformers, Voltron, Vehicle and Lion, and He-Man. I need to add at least Thundercats. Maybe Mask. Tau painted as Tron. Okay, real quick before I read Shag's comment, throw out suggestions of like, okay, 80s cartoons. I have G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, and Voltron. I want Thundercats. Probably Silverhawks. Although that's not as extensive. Anyways, put suggestions in the chat. There's probably others that I'm missing, but I'd like some suggestions. Mask is a good one. Real Ghostbusters. See, I never watched Thundar. Everybody talks about Thundar. I don't know why. Never saw it. Never saw it at all. It's not Silver Wings, Silver Hawks. Anyways, the funny thing is, I never liked He-Man back in the day. I like it now. Funny thing is, I've gone back and watched it like in the last year. It is way better than it has, than it should. Way better. Oh, I actually have the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon on DVD. Because also the other thing that I'm going to try and do is not raise this kid on binge watching. Like, because we're gonna do a lot of babysitting. Mama still has to work for a little while. And so we're gonna help with watching the kid, which we don't mind. We're actually super excited for it. And anyways, so when we watch something, you know, I won't like I'm actually like really tempted to rip all the DVDs and just stick them on a NAS, networked attached storage, for those of you who don't know the term. That's me being snooty. But I'm tempted to rip the DVDs, stick it all on a NAS, and like pre-program like 2-hour bundles. Okay. So that, you know, that has like, we'll call it the morning and the afternoon bundle. It's like, kid will come over early in the morning, and so while he's eating breakfast, we can put on cartoons for a couple hours. You know, then we turn it off. Then we got toys, or games, or Grandpa goes to the park, or Basically, I'm going to try and be a better grandfather than I was a father. That's the short answer. You know, go for walks. You know, all that kind of stuff. And then in the afternoon, you know, like kids waking up from a nap. You know, let's be honest, whenever any of us are waking up, oh, that's a good call, Shag. All the Disney Tailspin, Gummy Bears, Darkwing Duck, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I have all of those too on DVD. Not getting Smurfs. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, tempting. And Super Friends, probably on the list. Anyways, but yeah, also Shag, like you said, so you said I'm gonna plop the kid in front of the TV all day? No. Like I said, we'll call it like a 4-episode block. And that's it. Oh, it's over. Okay. Gotta go do something else now. Yeah, but like I said, it'll be during breakfast or waking up from a nap or something along those lines where there's a good reason the kid wants to just be a lump, you know. Like, that's one reason that I love working at night, because I don't have to set an alarm. Battle of the Planets? Not a bad call. So, but yeah, it's not going to be a we're going to ignore the kid all day. Like I said, I'm going to try and be a better grandfather than I was a father. We'll see. Because we also now have a not extensive, but a decent collection of board games that are fun to play with kids. I am not getting Captain Planet. Ted Turner's disaster. Not getting GoBots. For the record, there are some great suggestions in here. So, if I'm saying no, that's because there's a... that's because I'm completely opposed to it. But there's been a lot of good suggestions. Yeah, until Captain Planet's willing to take on China, he ain't gonna do jack. That's right, I said it. And there goes my YouTube channel. And Steve, I know you love this mech, but the Black Python is just weird. Just saying. Captain Planet taught me that heart is an element. I still say my teacher was wrong to dock me points for that. That's funny. Oh, I never did answer Shag's question. So Tau will be painted as Tron inspired. What else would you recommend for large panels? Glossy black, obviously. What else would you recommend? So, tech lines. Which I will actually show you on one of my Christmas presents. Super simple. All right, so this is not Lego. Hey, Chris. Awesome, dude. Hey, everybody, go check out From the Hilt. Okay. If you like G.I. Joe, I love G.I. Joe. I'm just bad about tuning into Chris's channel. But in 3 hours, if you want to talk some G.I. Joe, Chris is going to be live. Anyways, so this is okay. So first off, I have to point this out. All right. So this is not Lego. Okay. This is a company, I kid you not, called Funhole. WHOLE. Don't ask. Anyways, but they're doing a line of cyberpunk kits. They've got 2 so far. They've got a car, and they've got the cyberpunk apartment block. I haven't built that yet. Absolutely, dude, Chris, anytime, man. And yes, it is absolutely a terrible name, Steven. Absolutely a terrible name. But whatever, they make some really good kits. And the key is, and you'll be able to see this a little bit better when I take this off. Let me zoom in. So you can see all these wires and whatnot. It's got a full light kit on it. So, which actually, let me kill these lights for a minute. I'm going to do like a full review on the site. But so yeah, so these side panels light up, the lights light up, you've got headlights, and then the tail lights light up. Only thing I don't like is these white panels. The lights underneath it, you can see them through it, so that's a little frustrating. I tried a couple of things to mask it, but it didn't work. So I have to try something else. Anyways, I love these, and I think it would be hilarious to run a cyberpunk game or something and use this as the backdrop. Anyways, so Shag, the whole point that I was bringing this out, this line right here, Shag, just do stuff like this. Okay, you can do blue, you can do red, you can do, well, actually, no, red, blue, or green. Those are your only colors. Actually, that's how you could designate your squads. Okay. Red squad, blue squad, green squad, some color combination thereof. Anyways, but yeah, just these, like, I'm calling them tech lines because I don't really have a better way to describe it. But yeah, just do that. You know, like you said, like and what I would do is I would do it all in just regular blacks. Or actually, you know, again, black and gray. Okay. Do that. Do your tech lines. Or black, then your gloss, then your tech lines. Because I'd actually want the lines a little bit more flat. The other panel? What are you talking about, the other panel? I don't know what you're talking about then, Shag. Anyways. I kind of just wanted to show off the Cyberpunk police car. And yeah, I have the apartment complex because it does look awesome. I saw a review of that online and it was just like, and done. I'm really hoping that they just get a whole Cyberpunk city line. I will get all of it. And then they all have the lighting kits. And the cost on them, like, the apartment complex is a 2,500 piece kit, which the general way to price Lego is about 10 cents per piece. And yes, that's whether it's a tiny piece or a giant piece. I'm just saying, like your price. If you go and look at the pricing on Lego, the US price is going to be about 10 cents per part. A little higher for some of the licensed stuff like Harry Potter and Star Wars and stuff. But general ballpark 10 cents a piece. Hey, see you, Russia Down. Thanks. Well, okay, so panel, like, in that case, panels are going to be gloss black. Okay. But then, so what I'm doing here, servo motors, silver. But basically, like, my joint pieces are going to be silver. Okay. You know, basically your, like, weapons get painted silver. Sometimes I'll do hand actuators, but basically my joint positions is what I'm gonna do. The darkened silver, and then I'm going to hit it with that strong tone wash so that it has kind of like an oiled look to it. So that's how I would do it. I need my stone gray. Um, but yeah, no. But I mean, if you're going for a Tron look, like everything on Tron, like you also have panels covering over most of those. Like if you look at like Tron stuff, like the panels just kind of blend into each other. I haven't seen the last movie, but my point is, like, the panels are going to be covering like Tron. You don't see a whole lot of servo joints. You know, like the panels are going to cover all of that. So it's short answer, I don't have, or because that's the other thing, is that they're in Tron, they were also using, like, you didn't have contrasting, like the contrasting color was your tech lines. Yeah, the rest of it was that black plastic look. So now, I do think using gloss does make it a bit different. I know Tron inspired, not Tron accurate. I get that. My point is, from what I remember from New Tron, not the original. Like in the new Tron, I think they just went with all black. I don't think they had. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think they had different colors. But alternatively, now that I'm thinking back to the original movie, again, sticking with gloss, but for like the light cycle sequence, they had red, yellow, and blue. So if you wanted, you could go with, you know, again, gloss everything, but go with, well, you could do red, yellow, and blue, but I would actually go red, green, and blue. Because we're talking about computers and light projection, and all light is based on red, green, and blue. So, because you're also probably only going to have, you know, up to 3 squads anyways. But even with, you know, so like large units of, or more than 3 units of fire warriors. Okay, well, if you've already done red, yellow, or red, green, and blue, well, now start mixing. So then do a yellow, then do an orange, then do a purple. But I think sticking with the gloss would be be the quote-unquote linking feature. All right. Yeah, if you're just going to do like the neon fluorescent, then I would say Monument Hobbies, because they've got that line of fluorescents and you get 6 colors. Red, pink, orange, yellow, blue, and green. So bam, 6 fluorescent. All right, I'm basically out of my dark silver. I've got my grays ready. I've done some Beta Galaxy. We are an hour and a half in. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I think you were here for it. Yeah, sorry for repeating the miniature showcase. I'm just redoing them in the light box instead of my table mess. All right, he's still not where I want him to be, but let's take a look at this guy. I think the wash actually worked. It definitely brought it where I wanted it color-wise. Even the lightning bolt, it lets the lightning actually stand out a little bit better. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. Still needs a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of last-second details. But overall, I really like how that came out. All right. I'm going to call it here. I know I have more I need to do, but I think Kim is going to be back in a minute. And I think I'm not focusing much anymore. So, all right. There's going to be a Battletech video on Monday. I have to get it recorded, but there will be one on Monday. Where did... Anyways, Battletech video on Monday. Seraphis and I should be back on Wednesday for our Eberron deep dive, and then we're going to, I've got all sorts of stuff that I need to cover. So just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'll be doing more. It'll be fun. Let me know. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If I don't see you before the new year, please have a very happy and safe New Year's. But otherwise, thanks so much for hanging out. This was a great afternoon. Great time to hang out and chat with all of you. Sorry I have not been doing this as regularly as I need to, but I'll get the routine back again somehow. So I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. So we're there. Anyways, have a wonderful time, and we will talk to you next time, everybody. Bye.